Flat Earth British, Martin Liedke speaking. Welcome peeps, welcome back to the great Flat Earth British think tank. This will be very exciting. Okay, we have a new discovery, okay, concerning the reverse engineering of antiquity, okay, which is what we do here on the great Flat Earth British think tank. And we get results. Now, if you're up to speed on all of the great Flat Earth British think tank discoveries, then this will splatter your brain of what I have found. Okay. Now, what we're going to look into is a few subjects. Okay. Peace and love to all before I start. Okay. This is very epic, guys. There's lots in this, and it's all. This is a new day. Okay. A new month, and it's going to be very epic. Okay. Good, good. Purple. We're going to look into Turanian purple. We're going to look into the Phoenician purple. There's more going on with purple, guys. Okay. Now, the royals like it. Okay. The so-called Romans, Roman emperors, were Phoenicians. They got a real big thing for purple. Now, if you know the official narrative, the most wealthiest people in the Roman Empire were the purplers. Okay. Because purple weighs more money monetarily than gold. It's more expensive than gold and silver. This is really hard to get hold of product, insanely hard to get hold of, and the knowledge was apparently lost. Okay, we're going to look into purple. Okay, we're going to look into flags. We're going to look into contemporary music, and we're going to look into all sorts concerning the colour purple. Okay. We're going to look into the Tabernacle. Okay, the Tabernacle from the Old Testament, the Tabernacle associated with Moses. We're going to look at some pictures. We're going to look at the official narrative, and we're going to reverse engineer what that thing was as well. Okay. And curio. Pics of the day. Okay, which is sweetheart. Okay, and a lot more besides, and 1,000 thoughts of everything I've been thinking about in the last day or so since I last posted. So thank you all for your amazing feedback. Okay, this is very awesome. My new channel is bloody amazing. Okay, I'm loving it. Now, my other channel, in case you don't know, and you've just arrived and you discovered Flat Earth British for the first time, I did have another channel, okay, which was hacked. Okay, it was by apparently Russians, then South Koreans, but you know, whatever. YouTube had my channel, but they won't give it back. Apparently they said weeks and weeks ago they were going to stitch it together and slot it to me. Still waiting. Tick tock, tick tock. So I'm suspicious from everything that's being said on the the scene. The truth of the scene is that YouTube are going to pull a plug. Okay, and spoil the party. Well, they would, wouldn't they? Okay, but they will shoot themselves in the foot and fuck themselves badly. But they're trying to corral and wrangle everyone over to library. Okay, I wonder who owns that. Anyway, besides the point, okay, we will forge ahead. Okay, guys, okay. If that happens, okay, you won't get rid of me that easy. I'm mouthy as fuck. I'll set up in a different format, take it to the street to do whatever is required to bring the truth to the people, especially at this stage. Okay? Okay, so, bookage, okay, if you have ordered, or pre-ordered, excuse me, the new book, okay, there's some good news on that as well. So we're going to whiz through. It's all very exciting. Okay. Peace and love to you all. Oh, it's so exciting. So I trust everyone in America land had a good holiday. People were wishing me, sending me emails saying Happy Thanksgiving. So thanks. I'm not sure we do anything like that in Britain. And I'm a flat earther, so don't do anything like it anyway. I'm grateful every day, and I say gratitude every day. Like this morning when I made my discovery, I went, thank you. You'll see why. Everything we discovered, if you read the book, okay, the Flat Earth Holy Grail, if you read or if you watch, you can still find it on Flat Earth British, although I have nothing to do with that channel, completely blocked from it. It's still viewable, is the greatest secret never told, which reverse engineers many aspects of antiquity. Okay, it's associated with EM, electromagnetic technologies, and aquatech, and many other permeations. It's mind-blowing, and it is just so much better than the bullshit science that they propose now. This is real, okay, as opposed to their, theoretical physics. Underway. Now, make sure to share this out, guys. Okay, this will be up later tonight on the 2nd of December 2019, or so they say. Okay, start here. Bookage! Right, if you have pre-ordered it, you would have had a notification from the publishers telling you that this is on the way. So I think it's this week it's published. I've read all the complete version, checked everything over, and I've changed a couple of things, actually, guys, because things have changed since I started it. Okay, things have been needed to be updated. We've made new discoveries since. So that's it. Okay, everything is pictures, everything's all ready. So if you want to pre-order this book, you will have it in your, if you do Christmas stocking, you have your new Christmas stocking. Okay, don't put anything under the fucking tree, for God's sake, if you gotta get one. For God's sake, if you gotta get one, don't do that, please. Okay, purple. So I'll put this link in the descriptions box if you're wondering below, and when I'm in a chat with you later, I'll slot you the link as well if you want to take a look. It's going to be a mind blower, guys. Okay, this is actual proof. The Holy Grail of our flat Earth. Okay, it's actual proof. I defy anybody. I want somebody to come along and say, well, we're going to debunk this, because it's not going to be possible. It was made that way, guys. Okay, therefore probably being problematic to the powers that should not be. Don't you think? After all, they hacked me, hacked the publishers, and they've tried to stop this. Okay, you don't hear much of this mentioned. Okay, like at all. But I will be persistent. Okay, because I find it important. Okay, to wake many people up. It's another way. Okay, Turanian purple. What a sinister find. I'm sorry about sinister finds, but this is. Okay, no. Turanian purple, or they say ancient Greek, okay, is also known as Turanian red or Phoenician purple, or royal purple, imperial purple, or imperial dye. It is reddish, purplish natural dye. It's a secretion produced from several species of predatory sea snails. Okay, and they only exist in one place. In the family of Mercuridae. Mercuridae is interesting. Rock snails, originally known by the name of murex in ancient times. Extracting this dye involved tens of thousands of snails, subsequential labour as a result. The dye was highly valuable. Okay, now, so it's the Phoenicians, okay, but don't worry too much about this time. Actually, see where that says 1570 BC? If you made that like 80, you're probably going to be right, because I'm going to show you something in a minute, which is going to show you all of this in a few different sources. That is Liede Atlas at this so-called Greco-Romano Empire, which your buildings are still standing on your streets today, was not that long ago. I'll show you. Anyway, so the Phoenicians, the ancient Phoenicians, as early as 1570 BC, it has been suggested that the name Phoenicia itself means land of purple. Did you know that? The dye was greatly prized in antiquity because of its colour. Its colour did not fade easy and instead became brighter with weathering and sunlight. Isn't that interesting? So it's like enhanced by summer. It came in various shades, and the most prized being the black tinted clotted blood. And I'll show you this with the royal family at the coronation. It's like a maroon colour. Explain it. It is literally clotted blood. Okay, guys, I don't know if it's animal or if it's to sacrifice victims. It's Phoenicians. It's a death cult of Baal. They're sacrificing like on tap. Okay, to keep the vibration down. They want to fuck with the matrix and the purity and the creator. Okay, so they do the evilest shit imaginable to cause, like, fucking evil in the force. Okay, I felt something in the force. Yeah, that was the Phoenicians doing something. Because it is extremely difficult to make Turanian purple, was expensive. In the 4th century, historian Philopolis reported, purple for dyes fetched the weight in silver. But you see other narratives, it's as expensive as gold later on. So I'm going to slip through. I want to show you our important, which I think it is, because if you follow Flat Earth British, all makes sense in a second. So there it comes from this secretion, apparently discovered by Hercules while his dog was munching these snails on a beach, and he got his face covered in like a blood substance. So royal blue. The Phoenicians also made indigo dye. Now this is interesting as well. Sometimes referred to as royal blue or hyacinth purple, which was made from a closely related species of marine snail. So it's this sort of maroon colour you see here on the emperor, the Byzantine Emperor Justinian. Okay, it's supposed to be the 6th century. Whatever. So the Phoenicians established an ancillary production facility in Morocco. Okay, they harvested snails, Moroccan dye production facility. So this is in antiquity. Okay, now this stuff stinks, apparently. Okay, apparently they made it in Tyre. Okay, so this colour fast, non-fading dye was a item of luxury trade prized by the Romans, who were the Phoenicians, who used it to colour ceremonial robes. Used as dye, and colour shifts from blue, peak absorption rate here, to yellowish orange, to reddish purple. Okay, there's a peak absorption rate. It is believed to have the intensity of the purple hue improved rather than faded. Oh, I've just read that. Okay, so it's made from shellfish. Now, Pliny the Elder, which is one of the only, sources for this era, talks about them. Okay, and it's associated with, how to get the best out of it. The most favourable season of the shellfish is when the dog star is rising, and you have to do this salt extract, the juice, and basically you boil it up, and you have the flesh as well to get this state. And apparently the stuff absolutely stinks. Okay, archaeological data from Tyre indicate that snails were collected in large vats and left to decompose. They produced a hideous stench that was actually mentioned in by ancient authors. Now, what I found incredible, guys, was the structure. Okay, so there you are, supposed to be in Hercules. Okay, and there's a Flemish artist. So the dog's got his face all covered in blood. So that's in apparent mythos, so they say. Now, so Muriac's production, North Africa, and dye chemistry. Quite mind-blowing, I thought this was. I couldn't believe what I was seeing under what we understand. Excuse me. The main chemical constituent of Turanian dye was discovered by Paul Friedlander in 1909. Okay. A derivative of indigo dye that had previously been synthesized in 1903. Unlike indigo, it had never been synthesized commercially. An effect protocol for the laboratory synthesis of this bibrubminidingo is developed in 2010. Variations of the colours of Turanian purple from smaller snails related to indigo dye, and this anomalous word that I can't pronounce. But check this out. In 1989, by means of lengthy trial and an error process, an English engineer by the name of John Edmonds rediscovered the process for dyeing with Turanian purple. He researched recipes and observations of dyers from the 15th century to the 18th century, when all of this was actually happening, and explored the biotechnological process behind walled fermentation. After collaborating with a chemist, Edmonds hypothesized that the alkaline fermenting vat was necessary. He studied an incomplete ancient recipe of the Turanian purple recorded by Pliny the Elder. By altering the percentage of seawater, or sea salt, and the dye vat, and adding potash. Now, when I seen the word potash, I thought, wow, penny drop with me, okay? He was able to successfully dye wool and deep colour purple. Now look at this. Recent research in organic electronics has shown that Turanium purple is an bipolar organic semiconductor. Transistors and circuits based on this material can be produced from sublimed thin films of dye. Good semiconducting properties of the dye originate from strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding that reinforces pi stacking necessary for transport. So the purple that the royals wear and the Romans wear, okay, is fucking technology, okay? It's an bipolar organic semiconductor. It's like transistors and circuits based on this material as well, guys. This is like penny drop for myself, because this is what we suspected when we've been researching these. So let's have a little look at their gallery concerning. So that's cuneiform, and it apparently tells you how to do this dyeing. And this is that more maroon purple on a Phoenician. Strange. Which has clotted blood to give it the colour. Not really sure if it is to do with sacrifice, but there is a bit of a narrative associated with sacrifice and the Phoenicians and the clothes that they wear. And it's got, you know, conductive properties. No shit. So this maroon and the purple of power. And there's apparently Hercules' dog by Rubens. Okay, 1636 apparently. His face is all covered in blood. And this is used in the computer world. This Turanium purple here as well. In your dyes, okay? Major component of Turanium purple. Isn't that interesting? So their clothes, excuse me, their clothes could possibly conduct electricity. So really weird, but not really when you understand our narrative, is no countries of the world, except for two up until recent times, had any purple in their flags. So is it like the Phoenicians just, you know, later come along and put purple in their flags? Purple is a colour of royalty, and anyone expected to have for it to have been dominant in flags. However, only two national flags have purple on it. That's the Dominica and Nicaragua. Two other countries have used purple on their flags, did not do so until the late 19th century. But there are also organisations that use purple. So this is what we got for purple. Belize, but they're all sort of, I don't know what country bisexual is. Asexual, purple, intersexual, I don't even know. Non-binary, Cadiz, Malaga, Mallorca, Balearic Islands, Gunma, Quito, Tokyo. So there's a fair few that have got purple. This autonomous oblast, Russia. Okay. So they kept it out of the flags. There's only a few in there until recent years. So they don't put in the flags. They don't want to give themselves away. But what about their social engineering products like prints? Okay, the man previous known as Prince, the man who wants to be called Sign, the man who's no longer with us. Oh, is he? Is he? Purple paint, okay, and his social engineering. So they tell you of purple rain. So that's the rain, is in the reign of the royals, in purple. You can interpret the lyrics, I suppose, how you want, but I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain. So it's a bit like of a negative connotation on the start of that, isn't there? Sorrow, pain, laughing at your ass in the purple rain. So I looked at the lyrics, a few lyrics of Prince, and I thought, sign of the times, you know. Hurricane Annie ripped the ceiling off the church, killed everyone inside. I thought, so I looked it up, and this one come up, and I'm reading it, and I thought, oh, they've changed the lyrics. And then I realised it was that fucking plum Harry Styles, okay, some millennial fucking thing. But he hasn't wrote his own lyrics, obviously, because they don't do that. They're given to him by the Tavistock Institute. So millions of millennials know this, okay. I thought it was really sinister. Just stop your crying. It's the sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. If we learn, we've been here before. What the fuck? This is no kid's mind. This is social engineering. Why are we stuck and running from bullets? I don't know what it's got question marks after bullets anyway. So it's like another interpretation for bullets, maybe. We never learn. We've been here before. Why are we stuck running from bullets? So another negative connotation, and then another, basically, them laughing at us scenario. Okay. There's another purple paint as well, and that was Donny Osmond. I used to have to dear posters of Donny Osmond in the 1970s in my house, because I had a sister who liked the fucking purple freak. But when he comes to Wales, like other people do, they like to pretend they're Welsh, go up the valleys and become all Welsh. Yeah, I'm Welsh. Kylie Minogue does the same. She turns up here, oh yeah, I'm Welsh. Yeah, up the valleys, I got a great a distant relative that was once Welsh. I'm Welsh now. It's really weird. They all want to be Welsh. Anyway, so the purple paint there as well. Okay, there's more purple. Deep purple, isn't it? They got loads of tracks, social engineering. What about Stormbringer? When Coverdale was singing for it. Coming out of nowhere, driving like rain, Stormbringer dance on the thunder again. Dark cloud gathering, breaking the day. No point in running, because it's coming your way. Ride the rainbow, crack the sky. How can you crack the sky? In their mentality, the sky is stars. So, you could crack a dome. Stormbringer coming, time to die. It's a bit like the Harry Styles song as well, isn't it? You gotta keep running. Stormbringer coming. He's got nothing you need. He's gonna make you bleed. Oh yeah. It's a bit sinister, isn't it? You know he's gonna get you running shaker on a stallion twister, bareback rider in the eye of the sky. Stormbringer coming down, meaning to stay. Thunder and lightning heading your way. Ride the rainbow, crack the sky. But massive band, listened to by billion. Deep Purple, and they're purple, and they're social engineers, all of them. Crazy horses, wow. So that's what we learnt on the first bit, guys. Is purple is got like blood in it to make that clarity maroon colour. It's worn by Phoenicians, okay, and royals in the modern day, and it is a tech. It can be used for technology, okay? It's got conductive properties, superconductive properties. This is amazing, okay? Anyway, the Tabernacle has been on mine for quite some time, basically because it's the miniature version of microcosm of the Four Angels electromagnetic model for where we live, and I thought, and the narrative for it didn't really fit. You know, if you go anywhere in that enclosure, you're to be executed, okay? Now, they build it apparently because they're going to go and have conquest on Canaan. Who lives in Canaan, guys? Who lives in Canaan? So, this conquest includes killing anybody. Just saying. So, you know the narrative. I'm going to show you a outstanding, if it'll come up, Liede Atlas. Yes, there it is. Which shows you the events in... This was basically depicted 1733 I-733 by Liede and Pierre van der Haar. Now, they are mind-blowing images, guys. Okay, and it is the events of Moses and the Israelites. It talks about, it's got the manna. What's the manna? The manna machine, guys. guys? Are they producing chlorella? How are they feeding all these people? Why are they spending so long in the wilderness? Are they even in Jerusalem? They would have shifted ass a long time before that, guys. Are they somewhere else completely? So anyway, so there's a big fucking load of lightning and shit coming out of this mountain. Okay. Moses, get your ass up here. I have a tablet. Bye, Moses. Bye. Can't wait to see you again. Quick, let's have a party before he fucking gets back. Get that cow out. Ooh. So they have like a mad rave then, don't they? Kill all animals. Sacrifice a fuckload of animals. Get that blood out. Is that a human leg? Yes, it is. So it really, is it a human leg? Or is it a part of this cow? They got its head. Oh, it's not a cow's leg, is it, guys? Is it? Difficult to determine. Could be a cow. Yeah, it might be a cow. Alright, so they're sacrificing a load of beasts. Okay. And he's like, what did the boss fucking tell you? Huh? What did he say? But anyway, it's not going to matter because they're all going to get, you know. You'll see, you'll see. So anyway, they get a bit of a divine order, set up this tabernacle. We're going to do some sacrificing in it. Okay. So great industry going down. It's really odd that they're all in Middle Ages clothes, and the cats are the Middle Ages, the tents are the Middle Ages. Everything's just the Middle Ages. Check this camp. You get plans for this camp. It was really cleverly laid out as well. I think there was more going on with that. So that's a pot for what? Did you have to carry that everywhere? Yep. We're taking it to Israel. It used to belong to a Nephilim. So... what does that say? I think they're making purple. They are. Fine linens. So it's textile, sure. And where's the purpling going on? Where's the purpling going on? This must be it. Yeah, purple vats. Yeah, this is it. Wow, so they're doing purpling, guys. Gold, silver, copper, linen, purple. And starting at the tabernacle. Okay. Which, when they make all this purple, they're going to make massive carpets and curtains for the tabernacle. And it's all in purple. I'm not sure what that is. One there, they got like... come on, it's supposed to be biblical era. What the hell's going on? But you can study these for ages. I mean, you can mag up on a furthest thing and it'll come in clear. You know? It's just crazy. Crazy good. Hope I'm not glitching up. Never know. So the tabernacle's a large tent, 4 pillars, purple curtains. You can't go in there. It's going to have the Ark of the Covenant and a load of other tech. Okay. Schematics for what? The Ark. The other Arks as well. So you can't go in there, you're going to get executed. Everything is a big operation. Sound. To get the tabernacle in order. To stick the Ark of the Covenant in, which is... what exactly? It's 2 opposing angels. So we think it's an electromagnetic device. Is it a resetter? Does it protect you from reset? Is it just a doomsday device? A weapon? Because these people, it's their main thing. It's their main thing. Could it be like on Indiana Jones? Is that the head of a giant? It's a load of hair, isn't it? Excuse me, guys. I don't know what that is. paying stuff to the guy with the laser beams coming out of his head. So I don't think that's Moses, because he's got a stick and looks pissy and he's got laser beams coming out of his head. It's very Glastonbury, isn't it? So on with the purple. And in the official narrative, there's some talk of sacrifice. Now, I don't know if they're sacrificing, you know, cattle, but, you know, I have my suspicions. Are they pipes? Are they pipes? They're carrying implements. Okay, so what we got here? I'm not really brilliant with Dutch, but I get a bit of it. So anyway, getting the carpets and the purple onto the tabernacle. This thing's immense. Everyone's in there at this stage, but later on when it's built, you go in, they're purple. All that expense, and they're out in the desert surviving. Where the fuck how far are they away from the sea? Not far. Yeah, that's the desert. How's that possible? So there it is. The thing's immense anyway. They put up 4 giant Greco-Romano type pillars, as you can see, Corinthian tops, and it's a huge tent, and it's to house technology. Okay. Now, what's going on here in a minute? More planage. Okay. So there, it's nearly finished, the tabernacle. Covered in carpet, beautiful carpet, but these are all purple. So it must have looked something. And in there, it's the Ark and some other tech, which I'll show you shortly. So if you go in there, like I said, you're dead. So Ezekiel's vision. Now it's funny how when you see this picture, this flat Earth picture of I was gonna say Lumiere. Oh, what is his bloody name? The flat Earth artist. Oh. I got a picture on my wall anyway in the room. They show you these Ezekiel wheels outside the dome, and you get wheels within wheels. It's got the resetting orb, or I mean. Fiery wheels, full on Phoenician. And this, which is obviously technology, isn't it? It's flaming fires. You know, it's not like they got a little campfire inside. It's all electromagnetics. They come over in a cloud, storm, wind, and below everything's flooding the reset world. Because it's technology. It is the controller's technology, and it has been all along. This been on playing over and over, over and over. There is a way out. Everybody waking up. Boycott them. Fuck them off. They got us like that. But it's no need, because we've all done it by consent. Just don't consent. Everybody don't consent. We're not playing anymore. No, none of us. We worked it out, we know. In there. In there. The Ark of the Covenant. Look at this for detail, guys. Look at this. It's supposed to be, okay, the biblical era. It's supposed to be thousands and thousands of years ago. This is supposed to be the Bronze Age. They put menorahs in there for light. Now, these are huge menorahs, guys. And if you watch or read the book or watch Greatest Secret Never Told, we explain that these are taken into possession and they produce wherever they are. All gone technology, okay? Huge carpets. Wow. The industry is just like today. So they're covering all of the good stuff up, guys. And they're getting it in there. Look at that pot. For who exactly, guys? Nobody's going to get in it. It's giant. It's expecting a giant. Look how high this is. And look at this. Oh, you look like you might be in 17th, 18th century clobber there, but that can't be, can it? Because this is Rome. This is not even Rome. This is the biblical days. First Testament. Old Testament, I mean. Wow. But look at that. I think there's something definitely going on in there. So it looks like the Mayans, you know, they got the same posing dragons. What exactly are they carrying up here? And what's they throwing in the fire? Bodies, don't they? There's a leg there. There's a leg there, isn't there? So I think it's sacrifice. I think it's Baal sacrifice. I think that's exactly what's going on there. And there's a tabernacle. But in the official narrative, you step foot inside here if you're not a rabbi or what have you, and you're going to be fucking killed. So Holocaust means burnt offering, but there's more going on always. And they revere these giant vessels. More going on with that. They're washing in it. Holy fucking water. And covering that up with the purple thing, because the purple has electromagnetic conductive properties, and it's surrounding the Ark of the Covenant. All of this is falling into place, isn't it? And the purple, exactly the same, you know, constituency all around in a compound is a Faraday cage. Oh, fuck. All the way around. It even looks like a Faraday cage. And it does it. It'll do it. Oh. Ooh. And you're there. There's one with two Cherubinskis, which got demonic faces and horns. Okay, and multiple wings. Because it's in the Bible. Two opposing angels, but they're looking at you, the one Cherubinski. And they're touching their wings. Okay, and these ones, there's another one, yeah? They're like double winged. Get down stance. Okay, and use more Cherubinskis in something to do with Solomon. Is that the Temple of Solomon? See, what's this going on? They all got that. And it's open. It's open. Many have prostrated to the exact dimensions for the centre of that apparent esophagus in the Great Pyramid of Giza, and this thing, you know, fits right in. But there's a whole number of these arcs, all opposing angels or tech, more than just generators. Maybe they could just lay waste to the entire Canaan where they're going. Maybe this is, you know, some sort of Phoenician Tartar war, or maybe there's just someone else. The sea peoples are very anomalous. They've, you know, infiltrated every aspect of society, got everyone hating on the wrong people, so they stay covert, or did stay clandestine, but no longer, because we know. What do you reckon these are? The ice cream vans of the day. You got Ezekiel's wheels, demons in a pot. Is that a tap? Yeah. Watch Vatan of the temples. Very sinister. Look at the size of that, guys. Why so big? But I guess ever so much more demonic. So here's more Phoenician drinking vessels. And these are basically have to be. They're not cake stands, okay? You carry them in, and they're plates. Now, have you ever seen a pylon? Have you seen the super conductors on a pylon? They look exactly like that, don't they? Electrical pylon. And there's two opposites, so I'm guessing between them. So it's all electromagnetic technology. Here's more. Now, tuning forks. So we know tuning forks vibrate. They're either side. That's a specific metal. Can't tell you what, but that's going to vibrate as well. Amazing technology. More of these ceramic conductors, or insulators, or electrical tech. And here, steel. metal. Okay. Suppose you could hang your Torah pages over, and that will charge everything up nicely. Okay. Okay. What other amazing stuff they got? So that's burnt offer image. Okay. And some sort of sieve. Don't even want to know what that sieves. And there's your menorah. They show you its tech in this. So you have your plate. Okay, fine. It's got to be jewels. It's got to be like orgone technology. They'll one on either shoulder as well. Happy hat full of jewels. And a menorah. Phoenician technology. Unless you can think of anything else that's happening here. The flames seem to be going up into some very futuristic holes which is attached to this sort of device. In 1733. Can you relate to that in any way other than technology? Anybody? The Jewish menorah, we think, is Reich technology. And here's another one. Plantage attached, and oil burning in that. Well, that is. Well, free cast menorah technology, right? So they carry the menorahs in with the sound, the vibration, and we've seen sound waves coming out of these a month ago on British vlogs. The menorah, strange bass. Electromagnetic technology. And we have the fasces bound with laurel leaf to show you that it is active with the laurel leaf. Manacles. Oh, when do they end up on? So that's Titus. You will pervy and Vespasian. Okay. Build yourself somewhere to be. Oh, I will. It'll be a Colosseum. I got all the books. Which hands over your mouth for? It's a bit like that secret thing going on, isn't there? Okay. Genesis, Exodus, Samuel. So all of the biblical characters. History, cosmology. What's that? Ceremonies, history. Don't know, is that premonition? Leiden? Don't know. Interesting. Okay. So that's the new little royal Jesus 5? Jesus number 5? What's that? No, it's like Genesis, it can't be. Well, I suppose people will tell me. Oh. He's got a swollen hand. Sniffing his swollen hand. Ooh. So yeah, Lee Flat with British posted an amazing video yesterday on his Sunday break. Some guy saying that disease is only one disease, and it is cellular breakdown of our mucous membrane, and it manifests in different ways in different parts of the body. Essentially, there's just only one disease. Dis-ease. Look, see how they put these camps out? And not multiple diseases. It's a big scam. Okay, but you know they predictively program everyone, you know, by adverts that they earn billions, pharmaceutical on night nurse and all of that, so they keep making sure everyone gets ill. No problemo. They got television to do it. It's really easy. Really easy. Switch your telly off. See the difference. Look, they're getting rid of the tree stumps that were left over from the reset or previous resets. Because there's only a stump there. It's 3. Okay, so more movage is of vast amounts of humanity. They're on an exodus and they're going to the promised land, which, you know, they should have got there a lot sooner. Is that Babylon or Zebulon? Gad, Manasseh, Ephraim, Benjamin, Nefertil. Tribe of Dan. Is that a griffin? It's a serpent though. Asher. Or Ash. So yeah, we've been doing more breakdowns of words. We've got a shitload to think about. What about mortgages? You know, mortgage is M-O-R-T, so that's mort, so that's death. So you're tied to a death age with your mortgage because it doesn't take you that long to fucking pay you. Mortgage. Plenty of words associated with mort, guys. The Phoenician Wales. Strange flames and chemtrails in the sky. And a highly strange enclosure. It looks like a Faraday cage with a ball in the middle. Looks like it's arcing out. What is this vegetation? It's mind blowing, isn't it, all this? What is this? Moses dude. Okay. And you get all these strange demonic deities. So he's got horns. There is an official narrative because Wiki knows, so that's got to be true. And everyone's got horns as well. I've got a ear horn. Oh. Why have everyone got horns? Why the emperors got horns? Look at that one. Recognise that? Yeah, Statue of Liberty, isn't it? Babylon. Babylon. Oh, he's got a weird happy hat. Look at his helmet. Fucking hell. And the pan's always there, isn't it? What's going on behind the purple curtain? We just saw it through the worst of our demonic shit. Cool, cool, cool. So then curtains, they always pull back the Phoenicians when they're unveiling, you know, the show that we all live in. Okay. So I'm guessing the Israelites turn a bit because everyone's getting fucked up. So Moses, I'm not sure what he's come back, he's looking a bit pissy. So who's getting killed? Who's doing all the killing? This is what Og was on about, wasn't it? So smash his head in with stones. Push a knife through his rope, whatever. More killing. Chop some heads off, stick them in a pit. And some deities. The Phoenician deities, we know about them. So they're smashing up deities. Okay. I've seen that one before. Okay. Is that a Chinaman? Please don't kill just everybody. Somebody else from the Middle Ages. More smashing everyone's head. So this is basically everyone's gone all out, fucking kill everybody else. It's awful just problematic in this camp, isn't it? Interesting. So anyway, let's move on. There's a few images. What's happening in that tent? I think Moses has come back. He's got his own tent and his posse. He's got them laser beams going on and everybody's killing one another outside. Further explanation for why everyone's mass murdering? Okay. So okay, well that is somebody smashing up a civilization and murdering everyone, isn't it? I'm not just imagining that. Is this Canaan? What are the pyramids in the city? Okay. So we have faceless knights with EM technology. They're carrying him in a cup. Look at all the faceless knights. Fasces, faceless knights, sword crossed. Wow. Wow. Looks like blind panic. He's dead. He's dead though. He's big. So dragging the dead. Fucking hell, guys. There's nothing more fucking sinister than this, is there? So it stinks, does it? The beer melting down the gold. What are they going to do with it? Oh dear, this is a sad, sad story. I can't imagine. Has he got a gun? I think you're supposed to have a gun in this era. No, he's not. He's just murdering everyone. So yeah, there's about, I don't know, 100,000 people battering one another there. Don't know what's happening. Maybe something like me. No, they're not. They were tickling one another. Were they? Were they really? Oh shit, what's going on here is, I don't know, it just don't look good, do it? Odd? Anyone? Dutch people? Yeah, you can't be a Roman, you're not wrong, Jet. Who are you? You're Moses, you've got laser beams. Okay, you're 800-year-old. I can't stand you. Where's all this taking place? You know, you how many weeks you could cover the Sinai? Not that long. Yeah. So more preparations. I wouldn't even hazard a guess at what they are. Technology. Wow, but infinite detail. I will link this up below. Now I'm only guessing. Yeah, this is killing all the priests, and it is like literally pretty apocalyptic. It's the Bible, so you're gonna get that. Especially with Genesis, there's a reset book, flat Earth book. Pretty good historical, one of the best historical resources available. Okay. So they're really getting their kill on, aren't they? Whatever possessed them. Yeah, fuck. Look at the civilization now. Whew. So anyway, you can see that is very unsavoury. We get better days though. We get better days, probably. Doing more purple in. Oh God. Head Zara shop. Hate that. Or is that the head shop? So a load of heads. Okay. I don't know who's, doing all the killing. I don't know the context, obviously. It's just the Bible, isn't it? Got the Phoenician shells going on, so it's like a genius. He's decreeing some shit. So a load of people are just going to be murdered. Yeah. In fact, the whole city is just... Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So I can't imagine what happened in them times. It was pretty shit. Fucking hell. The head shops are not what they were. What's up here? Castle? Medieval castle? In the Bible days? What? Blank plaques even then. Spectators. Yeah, medieval castle. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what city this is, but it's been terribly mud flood affected. But the walls seem to do a good job. Okay. Rama. Mud flood affected. And Nazareth. I'm guessing this is like... There's no room at the inn. Why are you in medieval clothes? It's Bible era. Stop that. It's confusing. So what's that? Weird. So some schematics for Temple of Solomon. And the thing is nuts. They actually show you like turning of the giant pillars, preparation, steel clamps. This is phenomenal. Carving the Corinthian tops, gold leaf. immense. Building in Jerusalem, wherever that was at the time. It's huge, huge. Look, this is supposed to be the Bronze Age. Why such a big plinth in the air? And these huge escarpments if the mud comes in. Or electromagnetic technology. So yeah, they're building Solomon's Temple, which is ridiculously big. Workshops. And there it is, the finished product. Looks like something out of 18th century Madrid. It looks like the modern day many cities. Could be France. I played Solomon recent. Oh, this alchemical, metic knowledge, black magicians, Phoenicians, Solomonic. So they're AKA. He was round in the last century AD. If he was a thing, which I think he was, actually. So, what does it say? Who are these people? Who am I? Where did I come from? It's a good question, actually. Where did you all come from? So, we've got another one to show you of emperors, and is similar, but I'm going to move on a little bit. So, Tabernacle. According to the Hebrew Bible, the tabernacle, okay, is meaning residence or dwelling place, okay, also known as a tent of congregation, a tent of meeting, was a portable earthly dwelling place of Yahweh, God, used by the children of Israel in Exodus until they conquered Canaan. So I guess that city we seen where they were fucking murdering everyone, the Israelites, was Canaan, which is the Holy Land, which is basically still ongoing in this day and age. But the Canaan, that's the Phoenicians. So is this some sort of inter-Phoenician... what? It was constructed of 4 woven layers of curtains, 48 by 15 foot tall standing wood boards overlaying in gold and held in place by bars of silver sockets, and richly furnished with valuable materials taken from Egypt at God's orders. So they've carried all this fucking stuff all that way to just keep on knocking this thing up, to keep the Ark of the Covenant in, take it all away again and move on. So it's all about this. We'll sort food out, manna from heaven. Yeah. Moses was instructed at Mount Sinai to construct and transport the tabernacle with the Israelites on their journey through the wilderness and their subsequent conquest of the promised land. After 440 years, Solomon's temple in Jerusalem superseded it as a dwelling place of God. Wow. Excuse me. So it's in the book of Exodus. The 3 passages describe it as the inner sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, created by veils suspended by 4 pillars. This sanctuary contained the Ark of the Covenant, with the cherubim covered the mercy seat. And the mercy seat, according to the Hebrew Bible, was a gold lid placed on the Ark of the Covenant. So that is them too. They have different styles as well of mercy seats, so maybe just different tech. Take your mercy seats in. The outer sanctuary, the holy place, contained a gold lamp stand or candlestick. On the south side of stood a table on which lay a showbread. So that was a load of grub that no one's going to get to eat because you get murdered if you go near it. On the north side was a menorah. So already showed you in that book the technology, holding 7 oil lamps that gave light. Okay, and an incense altar. Okay, now it goes into this priestly source. I did click it and read into it. It was really, really sinister, especially with the, the regions of the Torah. But it goes into, sacrifice. Okay. Now we're moving on. So yeah, so there's a description. Okay, the historical criticism, which I clicked as well and I read. There's literally an entire narrative on historical criticism which says that basically it's bullshit. Historical criticism. They're always doing that lately, aren't they? Historical criticism, also known as historical critical method or higher criticism, is the branch of criticism that investigates the origins of ancient texts in order to understand the world behind the text. So, like, even the translations that we get for this modern day, according to this narrative, are not fully, cool or understood. So the priestly account was a bit sinister, but yeah, they go into sacrifice. I'm wondering if that's what they did as well. But so many metals are used, concerning the Ark of the Covenant, that is these purple, as I explained earlier, electromagnetic technology. It's really incredible. The whole thing is tech. This person is reverse engineering the same. That's all any of them doing after reset. Mana. Golden urn holding the manna. Manna sometimes, I could typically spell manna, is according to the Bible an edible substance which God provided to the Israelites during their travels across the desert. So what is it exactly? Bread of heaven. Could be Corella. Could be green algae. That keep people going. It's self-replicating forever, that stuff. As long as you don't mind eating it. It's like spinach. And look at, Popeye. Popeye on danger. Yeah, that's a fucking really sinister thing as well, Popeye. So, worship of Baal. Okay. Oh dear. Preparations, ashes, a red heifer for the water purification. The door of the Tabernacle marked a ritual boundary. The Israelites healed at the Tazarath would be presented by a priest who confirmed his healing at the door of the Tabernacle meeting. A woman healed of prolonged menstruation would present her offering to 2 turtle doves. Oh, there's a fucking nice thing. Or 2 young pigeons. Cute. The priest at the door of the Tabernacle of the meeting, it was at the door of the Tabernacle that the community wept in sorrow when all the men had joined the worship of Baal and were condemned to death. They sacrificed in there. We just lift the lid off or something. So yeah, I've got a lot to research on the Tabernacle, obviously, but from what we discovered with purple, there's a definite sync there, isn't there? Synchronicity. So this conquest of Canaan looked really fucked. Killed everybody, didn't they? Took out the Phoenicians, maybe. Ooh. Suggestions in comments. What you think's going on? It's all highly interesting. I know a lot of my American viewers are really up on all of this anyway. So, Tabernacle seems highly sinister and definitely a gadget. So, that's about criticism of history, which needs it. Now, new subject. Part 3. Please share this out. It is 10:06 UK time. Free energy. Or illumination in the past. This is quite mind-blowing. They still did them into the modern day. There's one place still got them. It's moonlight towers. Talked about them a couple of years ago. Or moon towers is a lighting structure designed to illuminate areas of a town and city at night. And they're huge gantries or towers with an arc lamp on top. And it illuminates the entire town, just the one light. The towers were popular in the late 19th century cities across America and Europe. They were most common in 1880s to 1890s, so only 10 years. And some placed they were used when standard street lighting became smaller, shorter, and more numerous lamps were impractically expensive. And other places, they were used in addition to gas street lighting. Okay, the towers were designed to illuminate areas, often several blocks at once, on a high light. Principle, arc lamps. Known for their exceptionally bright and harsh light, were mostly common method of illumination. As incandescent electricity, street lamps became common the tower started to wane. Now, they still got one in Austin, Texas. It's the only city in the world to still have a moonlight tower. It's 165 foot. And that photograph that we always see of Detroit had one. So San Jose. Do you know that? And that one in Detroit. So this was a moonlight tower. So it was giant arc lamps and it would illuminate. I'd love to see a photograph of that. That entire bit. Okay, in Detroit, and here they are here as well, moonlight towers, and one there with a giant arc lamp, so they don't use them anymore. Okay, and these are more suspects for free energy. This one is the Shukov Tower on the Oga River. Okay, now the thing is about this is this immense tower here. Okay. And it's not there anymore. They built these things just for a short period of time, and then that's it. So they presented standing Shukov Tower, built for the power line crossing, was destroyed in 2006. They are massive. I mean, there was two 128 meter high towers. So I'm wondering if these were free energy devices. Because they certainly look like that. Just the mesh in them, you know. Was it really just for transporting cables? Can't see any there. Across the river? Or is there something more going on? Okay. So decommissioned early on. Okay. Only worked for a short period of time. Apparently taking pylons across the river. More insane ideas for pylons, worse, was a Stockholm telephone exchange. Insane. If this is a reality, then what was going on? Because, you know, they're really, you know, smart people. I don't know what they were thinking. It's weird. Old Stockholm telephone tower was a metallic structure built to connect approximately 5,500 telephone lines to the Swedish capital. Constructed 1887. The tower was damaged in a fire in 1952 and demolished that year, so it wasn't standing very long. Okay, but apparently they have 5,500 cables pouring out of it over roofs from a giant tower. Now I'm looking at the antiquity and everything else in place on the roof of that, and it's a steel framed, tightly woven structure. Is there something else going on? Is that doing something else? Look at this down here as well. Or is it really to just, you know, take 5,000 telephone lines across the city? I think it's possibly something to do with antiquity and free energy, is what I think. More. Somebody said, in my Facebook, which I'll bring up in a minute if you want to join that, would be great. Loads of you have. It's a very busy place and there's some awesome shares on my Facebook. This is from War of the Worlds, Jeff Wayne, and the collections in there show this civilization with all steampunk and the steam power and sky trains steam powered into walls, and the whole thing is under a giant illuminated dome. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I know. More. This is amazing. I'm not going to go through too much of it, but if you're into Mudflood, this is the book for you. It's about moving properties in America by horseback, on rail, and all different ways. Okay, and they show you, if you know about the lifting of Chicago, they say that they jacked up in the mud hundreds, if not thousands of men, jacked up entire buildings and moved them, like buildings like this, and here's the photographs. So I'm not sure if that is in Boston. So that the narrative is they jack it up, okay, they put these, I don't know if they're wood, through the entire building, okay, and then they move it. In this case, that one's, hang on, if that train is moving that little building, what moved that? What moved that? And why are you moving it? More to the point, why don't you just knock it down like you do with every fucking thing else, eh? Do you see what I mean? It's just a weird narrative. Buildings that big. Look at this. Look at this. shit. What? Why would you do that? So yeah, they did exactly the same with a church in Cardiff Bay, where I live. They moved the Norwegian church, which is identical to this church. Is that Norwegian? So we have a Norwegian church here, and they moved it like literally 100 yards down the road for some reason. That's a lot of pallets. Look at that old property. This is fucking with my head. I don't know what's going on. So that's an elephant's house, is it? Yeah. So that's Lucy. Oh God, there's a, you know, obvious connotation to Lucifer. Margate Elephant. It's Margate, a city in New Jersey, 1882. It's a gimmick. And he moved it. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. Do you know that shoe she lived in, guys? It's a fucking big shoe, isn't it? And she got all them kids in that shoe, that old lady who lives in a shoe. Is that shoe belonged to a giant? There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. Okay? Massive jacking systems to move this church on rail. They do it because they've done it in my city. It's just insane. These big buildings. I don't know. They didn't show us some shift in that just then, did they? What that? The entire church. Look at the sea. All damaged. Still looks, you know, what they call Tudor or medieval, and it's in America. So more shifting of buildings. So I guess the wooden ones shift easier. I don't know what mud filler does with the basements. You can't really shift that, can you? Wood. What that one? So jack the entire house. I'm literally moving house. What about that? Oh, that's a good clue. Excavations in historical sites. Archaeologists may bring to light significant and vital, important and structural previous configuration, okay, of the building. I can't really read that. It's very, very dull. So there was another building looks underneath this building, which looks really, really old for America. Interesting. Okay, so let's flick through a few more, see what other crazy things they're moving. Oh, look at what that wall is. Dry stone wall, and I've done that myself. Or that one. They moved all that. Is that nut house? It's just insane. I don't know what to think. And why? Most of the cities were destroyed. And they got surviving buildings. They're just going to be tugging around. They're still doing it today. You see programs on if you watch telly, I don't. I used to. I've seen programs years ago. They're still moving properties. No, this is sinister. This I can't obviously, you know, confirm this, guys. But it's somebody passed me a link yesterday, or Larry, thanks, Larry. California plans forced FEMA camp internment and asset seizures for the homeless. And this was posted literally yesterday, was it? I don't want to go into the narrative, but this, yeah, yesterday. Oh, first. So this guy, David Hodges, submits this, a proposal that this is going to happen. Is it true? I don't know. I'm giving you that, guys. Take a look. California's in flames, man. And, you know, the agenda's just falling into place for them fuckers for some reason. This is a photographic record for you. It's many, many beautiful collections. I flick through a few. So if you click it, they just come up. Okay? And just mind-blowing, all of them. Honestly, guys, it's just so many. Okay? So I click one to have a look through. It's just Bavaria. And there's no one at home. Again. The size of these things. So there's all tunnels below the street level here. That looks like the one in Vancouver. A couple of cats. No one at home. Not really. Not really. have a little look. Okay. I'll be coming back shortly. Have a little rabbit. Show what we're looking at there, Bavaria. Yeah, looks very Bavarian. Yeah, interesting about the Tabernacle. Look at this. No people, just unbelievable structures. Just horses to get the workmen that are putting these places back together. Oh, that's nice. You can mag up on that. Looks like antiquity device. They don't let you mag up on these. You've got to download them. Some sweet artworks. And inside the churches. I'm sure you'll enjoy these. I'll link them up anyway. You get the idea. It's amazing architecture. The old world. Got all the stones outside there, and that's blocked up. So I'd love to have more time to go through these, but. Is that mud? Yeah, it's on a riverbank though. So, okay, we're moving on. Enjoy those, guys. Now, this is another one of those crazy books I just showed you. I'm going to link up, and it's from apparently Constantine, who's apparently a Christian emperor, Roman emperor. Had some sort of happening. He's seen a fiery cross by a lake. UFO. Some sort of advanced tech happened, and it freaked him out. So he started to do this. Well, this is the calendar of Constantine the Great. Okay, and they added 2 months, as we know. It is Augustus and Julius. July and August, so it's only 10 months really. And they fuck with us. So it's all Phoenician, the fishes, the pouring water for February, March. He's pointing at the magpie. I wonder if it's still the same in them days. And then you got this vibrational instrument. And another one. Are they maracas? What about the futuristic gadget? Press a button, press a button. And then it's Trumpton. Turns around. Okay. And you get a naked, possibly real homunculus. So they do homunculus as well. If you know what homunculus are, they were, you know, tiny creatures, hyper intelligent, more intelligent than anyone else around them, and they were produced by alchemists as late as I'm finding out as the 1840s. Alchemists are still doing this lack. It's just probably now. So the Horn of Plenty, don't know what the scythe is, but it's something to do with reset, and he's worshipping this, which looks metal, very futuristic for 1730 fucking 3. Okay, where is my image? So September. I don't know. Do you recognise this creature? Because it doesn't look like anything from this realm. Are we even looking at this realm? Are we looking at other lands? So fasces bound, bird on it, and this purple thing over it, I guess. Hair. A plug. And that's for October, September, October, and November. Excuse me. Load up, load up. October, November. Some of the images get really, really nuts in this book. I'll show you now if I can get fucking on here. Come, load up, load up. Right. If I don't, I'm going to come back. I've got some images to show you and just link it to you anyway. Take your time through it. I showed you one of these books anyway already. So, that a British think tank. Somebody said they clicked on this the other day. They thought it was fantastic. So thanks for that. Yeah, it is fucking fantastic. It's all mind blowing. It's everything you need. It's an eternal resource for information on you. Books, maps, the collections. It's like, pfft. And the classic, legendary, great flat Earth British think tank photo drop, which is amazing. I got a shop. I sell t-shirts, frisbees, you fucking name it. Apparently dog coats, the works. So knock yourself out. You can also get towards and pre-order my book. You'll have it in your, definitely for Christmas. Everything's happening right now. Okay. What Martin found is earth-shattering and mind-blowing. It is. It is. There's no doubt about it. It's life-changing. Mudflood, Tataria, comets, fasces, starfolds, technosmia, giants, airships, antiquity words, maps, and resources. And that's my son. He's an alchemist. He does metallurgy. Lawrence, Liedke, Welsh Dragon Metals. So you can click that and take a look at his stuff. He does some crazy science that I don't really understand, if I'm honest. I try. I'm learning every day. Every day is a new day at school. Oh, so these appear to be Larry's posted all them beautiful earthquake photos. Excellent. I thought he couldn't do them. He said there was not enough room, but he's managed it. And that is on a photo drop. You can get on there, have a look. I posted them on my last channel, my last video, which was really enjoyable. Now we're going to look into a cool artist who's from the 1500s, but apparently Rome and all of these events like the Tower of Babel, Icarus, and other things are all happening in this period. And it's this artist here. Okay, Brueghel, or Brueghel, and it's absolutely brilliant. I love his art, and I like Rubens too. We've done some apparently work with him. Icarus. So there's a guy with wings on, and he's trying to, I can get to the sun. I'm me. So apparently there's a thing going on in the Middle Ages for trying to get up to the sun, but it doesn't go well. And this is apparently 1513 in this place, and this is what's going on. They got them wheels the same as they got in the Victorian era. Is that gold? It looks to be, doesn't it? I'm not sure what's happening there. Let's have a look. Oh, they're riding someone there. Not really sure. It's a park. They got the park just like nowadays. Somebody's getting whipped there. More people getting hurt. Stilts. People climbing through these windows. It just looks absolute chaos. All in the mud too. Is this water? Or grass? Why is it so muddy? And that was the sunset outside just now. It was absolutely beautiful. Anyway. It's really cold though. Minus coldness up there. Yeah, Icarus trying to fly, and he's gonna just like, oh, my wax is melted, the sun's a bit hot, and then he plops down back into the sea. Blunch. And it's on this depiction here. You can just see his leg. Fortunately, you can't blow that up. But again, get these Middle Ages ships, and he does these like, I suppose, Hieronymus Bosch type apocalyptic things. All very, very, very strange. Look at that giant teapot head man with mouth. And what's these glass domes? 1530. And these glass domes up here. But, civilization's been reset anyway. Oh, that one. A little look on this. This is some crazy stuff for 1500s, guys. Angels. They're so loud, they made this one lay an egg. Yeah, the angels are always fucking killing, aren't they? What are they killing? Demon things. Look at this one. Oh, don't like that one. Fish. Knights. Let's have a bit of tune while we're doing a bit of demon battering. As you do. What else you can do on a Sunday, mate? Fuck up some demons. Play some music. Yeah. So, yeah. Mothman. He's a real thing. Mothman's a definitely real thing. Oh, that king lion there. Ooh. Ugh. Wow. This is some freaky fucking shit, this, isn't it? A lot of fish happening. They're underwater. Hang on a minute. It's blue. Circle. What's this? I guess it's they're ascending. Must be a rapture or something. Or are they underwater? I'm not really sure. And yeah, they basically got some crazy tax toll on in this part of the world, and they're making everyone bring their shit. And they got cash money. Did they have cash money in the 1500s? All the letters. Everyone's doing the sucky up thing and giving them shit. Bags of gold, cash. Is it cash? It was gold anyway. Yeah. They're on the make. Look at him. He's like looking through the hole in the door. He looks a bit churchy. Excuse me. I don't know. They got windmills on sticks because the water was up that high when they were pumping it out. And what he also does is collections of antiquity, and it's just basically Phoenicians always in the nud. And just like, this is 1500s. Look at this clock. Look at that. Whatever it is. Huh? Gold and all artworks. Okay, and harpsichord. That's what it is. Orchestra pieces. Beautiful carpets. And they collect them all. And Brueghel shows you over and over again the Tower of Babel. But he sets it in a, you know, you can see this ship here is medieval, isn't it? It's from, you know, Middle Ages. But, you know, they're all pulling up, and there's so much detail in these. So look up for him yourself online. This guy's basically running from something, and the animals are all running. This cat's killing that. Trees are all bare. Something really weird going on with that. Can't work it out. Some water coming in. Not sure. And this building, apparently, this big building exists in the Middle Ages. Apparently they're that big and they look like that and that modern. But they're all doing stuff like in the water. I'm not sure what. Don't really like the look of it. And there's Hercules again, discovering purple with his mutt. So happy endings. And the Queen. Now they're doing this maroon one. That's the one that's soaked in blood. And the purple. She has a giant, insane purple thing. And look at these women, tatted up like Phoenicians, huh? They even look like them. Fuck me. Highly sinister. So this was in Britain. She got a Urban Scepter. That weighs a ton. Okay. And this is purple. It's purple with a laurel leaves. Robage. Okay. It's a robage. Don't know what that is. Phillips having purple flags. And this, somebody sent me, thank you for this. I can't remember your name, but thank you. But, universal blessing to everybody. Not blessing, that's be blessed. Universal, be lucky. Set your intent, be lucky. Obviously 9/11, and that tower in San Francisco, they're exhibiting exactly the same. The bottom bit all fine. Because the fire started in the roof. Almost as if it came from above. Strange firestorm that was. And there was some vandal bastard, didn't he, where I live. It's just really terrible living around here, honestly. Look at it. So yeah, somebody epic, somebody really epic, put like anarchy, good anarchy, my friends. Okay, a flag of British on a wall. Okay, vandals maybe coming back. I don't know. I hope so. I hope so, because everyone's towing the line, little bitches. Okay, I think that's it. No. Ah, that was a fucking chemical. I'm coming back. That was shitloads of info. Okay. I'm back. What have we learned? We've learned quite a bit, actually. We've reversed engineered some more antiquity. Now, purple has some crazy properties. Who knew? And they dye purple on the Tabernacle. just looking at that, and it was a bit of a sink, and I thought, oh my god, I've got purple curtains, I've got the Ark of the Covenant inside, there's two electromagnetic tech things, and then it sort of penny dropped what was going on. So exciting. Please comment what you think, okay, on a great flat earth British think tank. Tabernacle, yeah, we've been looking into all sorts, but I thought it was bingo on organic semiconductors. I like that, okay, and they're used in all sorts of permeations since the rediscovery of dye. So yeah, etymology is also a big thing. If you want any word breakdowns, stick them in the chat stream you heard now for this live feed, okay, we pick up on them, okay, break this shit, okay, and comment as well, word breakdowns on anything, any of your thoughts on anything that I've said. So that's me. I'm going to try and make some more videos, as many as I can now, in case YouTube decides to stop truth. Okay, that's what I'm going to try and do. That's me, Fat of British. MattLeague7gmail.com for any information. I'll put all of my links and everything all in the descriptions box below this video. And my book, okay, that share, okay, it's absolutely brilliant, you're gonna love it, okay, it's flat earth proof, like proof. Anyway, peace and love, be good.